Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And today we're going to be comparing Elden Ring versus God of War Ragnarok. Now, I know that this is kind of a weird comparison. I know the Game of the Year awards is coming up and everything like that, but I wanted to kind of... And then it's also, too, don't let me forget, they're different games, you know, but they have some similarities as well. As you can see here, this is more RPG oriented, where you have different class systems, and this game is more along the lines of not necessarily combos, but more along the lines of different ways of actually playing, whereas God of War is more combo centric. As you can see here, you could change your outfits and you could change articles of clothing and things of that nature to give it different attributes, rather than just sliding over, strength here or strength there or whatever the case is. It fundamentally changes the way that your character functions. And in the old Souls games, it made you heavier or lighter. I think they've taken that out of Elden Ring. But I figure it's a good comparison because I think that the way the Elden Ring works is just antiquated, just flat out. It's old, and this one has progressed. As you can see here is just a general combat system, and how enemies function and whatnot. Again, animations are such a big part of this game, where if you do something, you have to commit to it. I feel like this could have evolved. And this has been like this since like the first Souls game. So you have different attributes or different weapons that have different wind-ups and things of that nature, but there still isn't really combos in here other than the Bloodborne series. As you can see here, there's a overwhelming amount of control over your character, and I guess it's a lure to the Souls games where, it's more like methodical. You can't just do anything sloppy, but is that really the best way of handling things? I would like to control my character, I would like to understand what I'm doing wrong or what I'm doing right. And then I can expand based off of the laws of the game instead of it being so esoteric. This is the extent to the combo system that's in this game. As I mentioned before, Bloodborne had like real combos, but it still had the system where you had to commit to your moves. But this, what you see here, this is it. That's it. There's nothing more to it. I'm sure different weapons has a little bit more to it. Like I know you have like the dodge mechanic or the phase mechanic, and it adds a little bit more to it. But the Souls games isn't combo system. I mean, just look at this. Just look at this right here, right? Like, there's so much control. There's cancels instead of you having to rely on like invincibility frames. There's literal cancels to allow for you to actually play with your enemies. I mean, some of the stuff that you can do in here is just tops. There's a lot of control, and I don't think Santa Monica Studios, God of War, or Sony gets a lot of credit for the amount of stuff that they put into their game. This is another area. The Souls games are known for bosses. You know what I'm saying? And I think that what they've done is just stale. It's the same ankle swiping for most of the time. The boss battles in this game, yes, although it's televised, they make for very fun and interesting and different ways of actually handling different bosses. It's just more involved, more complex, and in my opinion, it's more skill-based instead of you having to worry about like patience. You get full control of your character, and they'll give you the ability to cancel your moves and things of that nature. I think that's a really cool way of doing it. I know a lot of people will say that just because a developer is Japanese, they automatically get a pass for just having good game design. But I don't know. Call a spade a spade. Call a spade a spade.